A big part of developing products is making sure that you're involved in every step from the ingredient selection and dosing to the flavoring. For a product like Nectar, really the heart of it is that we took something that was absolutely disgusting, which is all these herbal ingredients, and we made them taste to the point where you would just drink it as a fun drink, as a beverage of just taste. So when we come out with a new flavor, we started with the punch flavor, the Sweet Symphony. Now when we're developing the new flavor, the strawberry, taste is everything. We know the formula is good. We know it's helping people get healthier and get better, but having it taste on point is everything. So this is the final version before we release, so we're all just going to taste it now and make sure that we're in agreement that it's perfect.
Yeah, and we're covering all bases. Like Sean said, we made sure we're giving you guys I know everyone says, oh, this is the best ingredients, but it literally is. And the effectiveness is there. But the low-hanging fruit is the taste, is the flavor. Now me, I'll drink things or ingest things that don't taste good because I know it's good for me, and I'm all right with that. But it's just a bonus.
It's a bonus.
When it tastes good.
It is, and with Nectar, we've had it out for a long enough time. We've actually seen blood work and results of people who've literally turned around their HDL, their LDL, their lipid profiles, their liver enzymes, kidney enzymes. I mean, it's just such an all-encompassing formula that grabs every single part of your internal health and just makes it better. And we've seen it. Like, you can look at the data and, oh, that's great. Until you see someone take blood work and then 2 months later just completely come back with improved blood work, that's when it's like, okay, this is game on. But the final process is we want to make sure that people aren't like in the morning waking up like
wheatgrass.
Yes, similar products, if you look at this category, it's the worst tasting stuff ever. Yeah. So our goal with this was not only provide a better ingredient profile to anything ever created, but also to make sure that not only do you drink it because it's good for you, but you drink it because you want to.
You enjoy it.
And that's a big separator for Ambrosia as well. We're becoming quickly known for our ability to make things that are not traditionally tasting very good to taste amazing. I mean, a lot of the products in terms of health support are pretty gross, and this is quite the opposite. Same thing again that extends into ritual with the ketones. You have products that are really bitter and not palatable, and now we have found a way to make them absolutely delicious. And this commitment to every step being right, it goes through every level of the company, and that's why we came together to do this. We all have 3 different companies that we are already involved in. We are already busy and in our own different rights successful. This Ambrosia is something that we want to hold to a higher standard than any sports nutrition company. We want to be innovative, and so every measure of the product has to be perfect, and that's the commitment that we have. That's why we're all here today.
Yeah, came together, and that's one thing we'll do with every single product out there. But you're looking at a brand that transcends beyond your normal categories of pre-workout, of intro workout. I mean, those are cool and they have their place. We're not saying that's what we do, but when it comes to this is something that we came together, 3 minds, and we all have our separate strengths, and we came together with those strengths, and that's why you're seeing these best-in-class products due to collaboration. I mean, just taking everyone's strengths, combining them, and creating this, beyond this Ambrosia, this elite brand.
And like you said, best in brand, best in class, but we're actually creating new classes. We're creating new lanes. And I think you guys are going to start seeing a trend in what we're doing in terms of really biohacking and committing to that, committing to optimal health, committing to taking, everyday life performances from mental to physical on the next level, because nobody's doing this and nobody's as committed as we are. So it's people there's a couple people out there that's trying to do, a few things. I'm not going to throw any companies out there, but they're not doing it to the level that we're doing it. You guys don't see what goes on behind the scenes, the long email threads, the back and forth on like one thing is we don't cut corners, right, with ingredients. This stuff is expensive to make, but we're making it and we're putting it out to you guys at an affordable price point. And we've had many discussions about that. We've had to come to, agreements on things like that, on not charging you guys a lot when we can, and we can justify it, but we don't want to. We want to give this to you guys at an affordable price some high quality stuff. We don't want you to have to put this on your insurance.
Well, I look at it as kind of like acute versus long term. Like pre-workout, when you get the pre-workout, like it's going to get you energy. Good, nothing wrong with that. I love pre-workout, love it. But you're looking at when your body can operate optimally, you're going to be operating optimally mentally, from a health standpoint, and then from the biohacking morning standpoint, like ritual. You know, you look at how those aid in how you operate throughout the day. So you can have the best pre-workout in the world, but if your organs aren't working correctly, if you're not having the optimal morning, having the optimal nutrients in your system to get your morning going, if you drink your protein powder, you can even enhance that by biohacking with ritual in the morning due to how we thought out that formula with the velocitol involved in that. Like, even down to that, we're like, okay, it's the morning. How do you make the perfect day? What if we made protein work better? You know, so that's kind of the beyond process that we have. We're not just looking at, it's basically you find a problem, you create a solution. Problem is, I want to have a better workout. My workouts aren't good enough. Take a pre-workout. There's your solution. Ours is much bigger than that. It makes every solution an even better solution.
Right, and the pre-workout is short term, like you said, and you got to come off of pre-workout, right? So what we're doing is nothing. I guess the pre-workout is that instant, boom, we get it. Like, I actually haven't taken, you know, I sell pre-workout as well, and I haven't taken pre-workout in probably 5 months, because I always cycle off of it because I get used to it and I need more. Now I don't want to do that, so I stopped taking it, and then I'm like, yo, I just haven't went back to it because I haven't needed it, right? So, but what we're doing, but I think a lot of it has to do with all of the products from Ambrosia just making me operate and function better overall. So I'm not needing that immediate spike, you know? I'm gradually always at a high when I need to be, you know what I mean? So, ritual, mental jewels, that's my morning thing. That's my mastermind morning stack, you know? And that, you know, for those who may not know, I eat once a day and it's later in the day. And just my ritual in the morning, and then, you know, X amount of bottles of water until I eat, I'm satiated. I'm not even hungry. When I eat, I'm not hungry. It's like time for me to eat. And that's after training on a long day, you know? So, but I think ritual helps kickstart all of that, you know? So.
And one thing that I want to make very clear is the intention behind what we're doing here, behind what Ambrosia is. And just like you kind of alluded to, some companies are trying to do things like this, trying to get into this biohacking space, or trying to get into these systemic type of products that are not for an acute effect. They're not to burn fat or, you know, to have a better workout or something like that. They're just to make your body operate on a higher level. We're so committed to this, we literally made a new brand for it. Whereas I think a lot of companies will just lump this in, we'll just make a product like that. Well, but it doesn't fit with your brand identity. It's not what your company is about. The culture of your company is not in sync with that concept. And so to free this idea that we had, this collective that we wanted to establish, to free that from the chains of anything that we've done before, it had to be a new thing. And that's how committed we are to it. This is new bank accounts, new investments, new time, new allocations, new equipment, new staff, everything to be able to make sure this happened correctly. But we put that time in and we put that development in over the course of over a year. And to show you just a very quick example that came to me right now, what kind of forethought has gone into this, check out Mark's shirt. If you'll notice, there was 4 emblems on that shirt, including the R for ritual on the far right side. Well, we made this shirt like 9 months ago, but ritual only came out a month ago. So, you know, we've been thinking this line through to that extent. We've known our plan for what we wanted to do for over a year, especially leading up to ritual. Everything's thought out. It's not based on a trend. It's not based on what's hot right now, or just search terms, or like, you know, going after what's selling from someone else. We are literally blazing our own trail here, and we're leaving the confines of sports nutrition, or, you know, building muscle or burning fat behind, and we're trying to transition to the next level. And we want you guys to come along with us, because everything that we learn, we want to share with you all. We want you to benefit from it.
And we wouldn't have it no other way. We are not in the business of doing what everyone else is doing. Like Mark said, we all have our individual companies that are all successful, you know, but my commitment is I want to be we're setting this up to where we're all going to be all in 1,000,000% here. Not that we aren't already, but all focuses on Ambrosia. That's the end play. And when Sean tells you about commitment, you know, we had a meeting this morning about us traveling around the globe. We're not going to tell you where yet, but you guys will see it soon. You know, sourcing new ingredients ourselves, personally, going to these places, going to farms, hint, hint. You know, so, you know, we're all in. This is not, anybody can make a phone call and get something sourced like that and have a product out in 3 weeks to a month. That's not what we're doing. We enjoy what we're doing. We enjoy taking the time to really do this right, because why wouldn't we? I mean, it's not even a consideration not to do it to the level that we're doing it on. So, I mean, we had part of our conversation earlier today would make our process of getting this product at a good price point very difficult, but in the spirit of giving you guys the absolute best, I mean, we're figuring it out, and we're making some compromises amongst each other to deliver that to you. And you guys are gonna be, I think you guys will appreciate it, you know? But you guys gotta appreciate the fact that we are willing to have these discussions. And should we talk about it or no? No, not yet.
I think it's one thing. Let's develop it a little more.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you guys think about the strawberry nectar?
That's
fucking.
I think it's actually better than the original flavor.
Yeah, it's like,
which is ridiculous.
I couldn't imagine something being better than the original.
No,
but
kind of like tricking kids into eating vegetables. I would tell people to drink the original nectar, and then I would tell them what it was.
I've heard of people using nectar, which the base is not the easiest to flavor, to enhance the flavor of their pre-workouts. That's how crazy it is. Now, I just wanted to kind of elaborate more on what Mike said. Now, we're all type A CEOs. All of us run shit. That's what we do. When have you heard of 3 CEOs coming together and putting our alpha egos, or whatever you want to call it, we all have healthy egos, putting that to the side, and working together to create one brand with all of our strengths, all of our experience. I mean, this is something I don't think we've ever seen, where you actually have 3 leaders who are doing their current thing, who come together to do something different. And that's what's special about it.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think, well, when you say we put our alpha egos to the side, to me, that's what being alpha is about, right? A real leader. I mean, I feel like it's very insecure of people to not want to collaborate, right? They want all the light on themselves. But it's like, look, we're clearly better together. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's it's power in numbers, and we all have different strengths. So, you know, we just bring everything together. I mean, if we had a 4th person or a 5th person, we probably consider that as well. The bigger the better, you know? But it's all about bringing you guys the absolute best. I want to be a part of a winning team at all times. I get pitched things all the time, and I turn down 99.9% of them, because if it don't feel right, it's not right. And if it's not a winning team, not gonna be a winning team, that's my ego. I can't be a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's not about a paycheck, it's not about money. It's about legacy, and it's about being happy, and at the end of the day that we're able to put out something that's different than everything else that's out there, and in a real health capacity. Because one thing that disheartened me, the deeper I got into this fitness industry, was I thought it was about fitness and health, and it's not, right? It's a fitness industry, people that look kind of good and whatever else. It wasn't about health. So, and there is a health industry out there that's so separate from our industry. So we're creating a new fucking thing, and I'm happy about it. And I'm proud of what we're doing. You know, I'm proud to talk about my buddies right here, like bragging about these guys and what everybody brings to the table. So that's all I got. I'm gonna drink more of this fucking straw.
Yeah.
We're in final production with this now, and we'll have the strawberry nectar available soon. Again, I actually think that this is going to be more well received than the original flavor, which is unbelievable. But you know, flavor is super subjective, so that's why it's good for us to have 2 versions. Because the bottom line is, we want you to get these great ingredients into your daily life for your liver, lung, heart, and kidney function. There's no one who doesn't benefit from this. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, in great shape, poor shape, or healthy or not. Having these things in your body on a daily basis is going to benefit you. It's going to allow you to optimize the function of all your internal organs, which is just about as important as anything. So again, bridging that gap between the fitness side of things and the well-being and longevity side of things, that's what Ambrosia is doing in one way or another with every product that we make. So give it a shot. I know we all are in agreement that this flavor is a home run.
Yep.
Absolutely. One more thing I want to add about the importance of nectar. Some of you guys might not realize the amount of micronutrition that you're not getting eating super clean and super lean or healthy or whatever. I mean, you guys chime in, what's standard? Some kind of meat for protein, rice, and asparagus. A
lot of guys, they don't get enough veggies, but the thing is, even beyond veggies, the organ, the support we have with this, it's beyond vegetables and fruit. It's beyond micronutrients. So even if you take a good greens powder, you should still take nectar. Nectar it transcends any health product I've ever seen by far.
Right, because just working out is not taking care of your organs. I mean, actually, it's a lot of
stress on
the organs. And a lactic acid breakdown, a lot of things that we do trying to be healthy and fit that's actually bringing adverse effects to the organs. I experienced it. I had beginning signs of rhabdo a few years ago, and they were like, you got too much lactic acid breaking down, going through, passing through. I'm like, really? And you're eating so much protein. So we gotta balance it out, So when I didn't know about anything like nectar at the time, you know what I mean? I'm like, shit, I gotta scale back on training? Like, what do I do? So this is an important product. This is something you guys really gotta consider. A lot of times you guys feel fine. You look great, but you have no idea of the stress that you're putting on your organs. That's what's keeping us alive at the end of the day, is your organs. So.
And that's it, the workouts are considered something that builds health, and while they are part of it,
builds muscle.
They're part of it, and they can, let's say they can build some cardiovascular strength as well. But really, it's like driving a performance car hard. It needs to be maintained. It needs to have its oil change. It needs to be looked after and continuously upkept. And so what you put in your body is what's going to do that. The workout is breaking your body down, more or less.
Right.
What you do there afterwards and what you do on a regular basis will continue to rebuild it and prevent it from breaking down for good.
A healthy body is going to recover better.
Yeah.
Period.